welcome back to the final episode of Season 7 of Food Finders. We have with us today Ryan.
Hello guys.
Singapore is an island surrounded by the sea. We are actually doing a seafood episode. So we're gonna find some of the best seafood concepts in Singapore that are not the traditional type. Zi cha, you know, you go to the restaurant, you order fish and prawns, whatever. I mean, those are the very normal ones. You eat a lot of those?
Yeah, I mean everyone has eaten like the standard zi cha pad.
We are gonna change it up a bit. We're gonna find some different seafood concepts in Singapore, and it is freaking burning. Esther says that if you sit too long on the hot surface, you will get pimples on your ass.
Yes, let's get our asses off the hot seat.
So we are at Lo Hei Hong Kong restaurant, very relatively new, and as you can see, the concept is very Hong Kong retro
80s
style,
vibe, yeah.
80s, 90s. You see a lot of like the posters.
Apparently that they are very popular for their Hong Kong style seafood here. Very affordable weekday buffet, and they actually do sell a signature of Hong Kong, which is Typhoon shelter crab. Let's feast on some crabs. Yeah, so the food is here. This is the lunch buffet special, I think. So this is the iconic Typhoon shelter crab.
Lo Hei tossed chicken salad.
Lo Hei tossed chicken salad, and then we have some uni mayo prawn balls right there.
And the soup. And the soup.
And the
It's
soup.
also part of the premium selection.
So there's 4 different specials you can order, but you can only order them once per table. The rest of the other dishes, you can just order them as and when you like. Shall we start with the soups here?
Let's drink the soup first. It's a fish maw seafood soup.
So it's quite thick, as you can see.
It's almost like gravy.
Yeah, almost like gravy.
It's like
thickness,
gravy.
yeah.
Why is it so thick? Very sweet and peppery.
You have the standard ingredients that we have in fish maw soup. You got the fish maw, obviously cut into thin strips. We have the black fungus. They're all cut into tiny strips inside here. Tiny bits of shrimp. Overall, the soup is, I would say, pretty okay, pretty normal. It's a little bit on the saltier side for it because of how thick it is. But the flavor overall, it's pretty average.
This is the namesake dish. The restaurant is literally called Lo Hei Restaurant, and they have the Lo Hei chicken.
White parts of spring onions. We have some cilantro. I think
Bell pepper.
red bell pepper, carrots, red cabbage, cucumbers.
I would not advise we actually like
everything.
toss. So we just do a mini Lo Hei.
Wise words of Seth.
I think they got the colors right. You realize the chicken is very yellow.
Maybe it's like a kampong chicken-ish going on.
Chicken just.
It's not really like a tough kampong chicken style.
Yeah, it's still quite tender.
So you know some of the chickens, you have this really like chewy texture to it, not this one. This one's really done nicely. And as you can tell with all the vegetables, it tastes very fresh. Even the breast that I just had is actually really tender.
I think they did the chicken really well. It's actually addictive. Like the more I eat it, the better it is.
It's Quay.
Uni mayo prawn balls.
So it looks like it's lightly battered around and it's like crispy. Flying fish roll or tobiko around it and just really drenched in that uni mayo.
Tastes like mayo.
Feels like mayo.
It's like a standard mayo prawn roll.
Well, the prawn is succulent, it's not dry.
It's pretty big, the prawn they use as well.
You know when you fry it out and it gets really like shreddy and very hard? It's not hard. This is the squid. This is a really hefty portion.
They killed the whole squid for this.
Hell yeah.
I feel like this retain is crispiness.
Super crispy, especially the tentacles. The squid is not rubbery in any
it's not
way.
hard.
So for all the fried dishes we had, it's not overcooked and it's actually quite tender inside. This one has a really nice salted egg flavor going through in it. And it's actually not too salty. I would order this again. This is the main star, Typhoon shelter crab. The fishermen, when they're out at sea, they get a lot of crabs and you know, they spend a lot of hours out and there's a lot of typhoons in Hong Kong. They would often go to the typhoon shelters. It's not just like a couple hours, sometimes it's like a couple of days. So they need to bring really long shelf life things to cook with it. So one of those things are like garlic, so they can fry the garlic. You can keep it for quite a long time and usually you have bread, preserved salted black beans. They kind of combine everything into a stir fry. Seth and his adamantium teeth. The meat is actually sweet. It doesn't taste overly fried.
It actually peels out pretty well. So it's not
Like it's super stuck or overly fried. To the
yeah, it's not
point
like stuck to the shell. The meat came out smooth. Oh shit!
Right? The meat is actually sweet. It's a small crab, but the quality of the meat is actually really, really good. It's very different than most of the crabs
It's
you
like
actually
not
had.
dry.
It's not dry at all. When you deep fry something, all the moisture kind of escapes, right? When you do tempura, when you batter something, you're actually not just trying to deep fry everything, you're actually coating it in the flour and steaming whatever ingredients or whatever meat there is inside the batter. So the shell is, in this essence, the tempura batter, and they really like kind of just kept the meat and just steamed it. Look at this. Steamed it out. Like, look at it. It's so juicy. It's not sticking to anything at all.
I'd say the quality of the crab is really good. I think it's really the cooking technique, whatever they did. The crab
is good.
amazing.
If you like garlic as well, if you just had a scoop of it, that's enough garlic to ward away generations of empire.
Wait, what?
I like that they didn't over fry the garlic. So
Yeah, it's not bitter, right? Fried
Brown
gravy.
sugar mochi.
So it's kind of crispy-ish outside. It's very mochi-esque. Oh, it's nice. It's pretty good. The sugar is not too sweet. Basically like eating onde without the coconut and deep fried. Even though I'm not a dessert person, this is really good. All in all, I think it's pretty worth it. Come here for the Typhoon crabs. This is really, really good. Let's move on to the next place, shall we? Orchid Live Seafood, Chicks and Lobs. Here they specialize in seafood in a bag. This one, they actually focus more on local flavors. So they do have chili crab sauce. They do have salted egg sauce as well. Ooh.
Oh.
This is a lot more than I thought it was going to be. It looks like a very colorful mix. Baby potatoes,
Scallops, prawns, corn,
mussels.
clams, lobster. That was a lobster claw, and then we have the crab claw. So sauce-wise, we have the garlic butter.
I'm gonna try the lobster claw.
So I tried the crab, very fresh. Meat doesn't stick to the shell.
You can taste its life essence just
Yeah.
10 minutes ago. Basically, it's really fresh.
It's super fresh.
So even the lobster claw, it's pretty good. It was a little mangled. The meat doesn't stick at all. They boiled it really well.
Because they crack the shell, right? So a lot of the seasoning in the sauce goes in to the flesh as well.
Yeah, they actually do have two kinds of lobster here. The ones with claws and the ones without claws. The ones with claws are generally the ones that live in the colder climates, which is like Boston lobsters, which is the one that we have today. And the other ones you see a lot in Australia in the warmer climates. They are spiny rock lobsters. Oh, look at that. That roll. Wow, it's pretty good. That's a big boy right there. The scallops are actually really good. And the sauce is not bad. It's not overly spicy. And the Cajun seasoning provides a nice little spice kick.
Brings out the freshness of the seafood.
A little bit of the head butter going on right here. Actually, the meat of the Boston lobster, it's a lot sweeter and a lot more tender as compared to like the spiny one. It doesn't have that very sinewy, very chewy texture. I mean, obviously lobsters are always firm, but this one's a lot more tender. So we didn't really talk much about the prawn in terms of texture. It's really firm, not overcooked, not powdery at all. And if you can see the flesh of the meat, it actually segregates a little bit like that. So you do feel the little muscle fibers, but it's not tough. It does have some resistance when you bite to it, but it kind of falls apart in your mouth as you chew through it.
It's the first vegetable of the day I'm eating.
Yes.
Do you like broccoli?
It's like a sponge.
Oh yeah, okay, it soaks out a lot of the butter.
It's fun to eat with your family, with your friends. They give you quite a bit of shellfish along with what you choose. Can't complain. It tastes exactly what it is. Let's wrap things up, quite literally.
We are at Shrimp Prawn Seafood, and they are actually famous for the Thai-style prawn vermicelli.
Kung up wun sen. Kung is prawn, up it's baked. Wun sen is your glass noodle as we know it.
Right.
The owner loved this so much that he went to Bangkok just to learn it from the locals over there. And he was actually opened up in Chatuchak SG, I believe, for a couple months. And then COVID hit, and then he had to close that down. His customers love it so much, he decided to open Shrimp Prawn Seafood. Ooh, it looks good.
This is our signature steel pot prawn with vermicelli, and this is also one of our famous dish. We call it umami prawn omelette
They asked why is it red actually.
because we use cod roe.
So that's where the umami comes from also lah.
This is our new dish cooked with shark cartilage. I add in lobsters.
It's not particularly Thai as well. You're saying it's some influence from like Taiwan or something like that?
Yes, correct. In Taiwan, they call it hu jiao xia, but I realized I use crab. It tastes even better. So we are the first person having this dish in Singapore. The pot name is called gou mu guo. So there's no proper English name for it, so we call it dog mother hair dryer.
Dog mother hair dryer. Why hair?
Because this dish we need a hair dryer to blow it from the top. The hair dryer push the hot air back. The flavor inside will.
Oh, so it's like convection cooking with the heat. Alright, let's get started on the dishes. Shall we start on the soup? It's a huge lobster.
Okay, let's try a bit of soup.
Oh wow.
Is it thick? it should, in theory.
It's not super thick, it's very drinkable. It looked like it was going to be like a really thick hot and sour. It's really intense in terms of the seafoodiness. Don't take too much of a big gulp, like accept it. Very intense. It's like the most seafoody broth you can ever expect. You really get all the hints of the seafood, mild bitterness that you get usually when you have like prawns or clams.
Like
when
the
you cook
shells?
it down.
Yeah, when you cook down
Yeah,
the
when you
shells
cook down
and stuff.
shells, but it's not too overpowering or astringent. You know, you have like essence of chicken.
Yeah, it's like
essence of
seafood essence.
If you really like seafood, you're gonna like that one, but it is intense on that.
There's not a lot of soup. It's more like a shot of seafood essence.
Pretty much. Alright, let's move on to the next dish.
It's the top.
Yeah,
Okay,
so it's a little
okay.
bit runny at the
Yeah,
top.
so it's not completely cooked through.
Which is nice. It's always nice to have
That's
that.
nice.
They're actually quite generous with the prawns as well as the eggs. It's actually quite silky. 6 eggs or something, like 4 to 6 eggs inside there. Just to get this nice runny consistency going on.
It is very savory though, very umami.
I actually do like the gooiness of the egg. It kind of blends everything together rather than just having one texture. Let's go for the main star. Massive ass prawns. I probably have to use my hands on this. Garlic, we got some spring onions. I have quite huge hands, but it is honestly quite big prawns.
Oh man, very massive.
Yeah. Oh, that is blazing. The juices are. Do you usually suck the head?
Yeah. It's the best part of prawn.
What are you doing if you don't suck head?
What?
Beep. Oh, that's fresh. You should try eating the prawn head. It's really good. It is a chunky boy, as you can see. It is super chunky. It's a mini lobster at this point. So the meat is quite firm.
Dip. Oh, it's a lot thicker than usual actually.
Yeah. Spicy, garlicky, a little bit sweet. With Thai food, everything in moderation. You gotta have a little bit because something's gonna be very intense, very spicy, very salty.
And so far everything's been quite punchy.
Super punchy. The prawn flesh is really firm. It's cooked really well. It's not too flaky as you would get from frozen prawns, so you can tell it's really fresh. The meat's not powdery at all, and it's really, really firm.
I like the flavour of
The noodles, yeah?
noodles. Peppery.
The white pepper cake.
Which is actually very similar to what they have in Yaowarat in Bangkok.
Did you have the lard? The lard is...
It's still a bit crunchy,
It's not like too oily or fatty.
like overly fried like.
It's not rancid oil or anything like that.
Rancid oil?
Usually when you have lard, it just feels like a little bursting bubble of oil. But this one actually has a really nice texture and contributes to the savouriness of the dish. So pretty good.
Got the crab claw here.
The meat of the crab is actually quite sweet. It's not powdery, which is usually a very common thing. So I do appreciate that the seafood being really fresh at this place. That white pepper is like prevalent in like most of the dishes here.
More of the method of cooking crab, right? Like sometimes the meat sticks to the shell. It doesn't happen if it's like boiled or steamed. It tends not to happen, but this one sticks a bit. That for me was a bit harder to eat, but in terms of taste and flavor, freshness of the crabs, it's all there. Again, very punchy, strong flavors lah.
He used a hairdryer to kind of like blow the hot air in, so it's kind of like creating this nice convection to cook everything and kind of steam it in a way, keeping all that juices in there. It's kind of like steamed in this pot as well as when it reduces everything, all the liquid and all that nice crab juices down and imparts all the flavor that gets stuck onto the crab legs. So you taste the seafoodiness throughout the entire dish itself. I think overall, it's a good place if you like really punchy flavors.
I bet the prawns are like the highlight for me.
Really big prawns, you don't see that very often. I guess we'll polish this off.
So we've come to the end of the episode. I am stuffed.
Everything smells like
Stuffed.
seafood.
What is your favorite seafood dish of the day?
The Typhoon shelter crab. The crab, the meat, everything about it was really good. The meat was super tender, had a really distinct sweetness to it. It's really hard to do with the sheer amount of garlic as well.
I would go with the umami shrimp omelette. It was still very savory but not overly salty. This is actually the last episode of this season 7. If you have any comments or any improvements or things you'd like to see in the next season, do let us know. If you like any particular hosts, you want Ryan, or you want like a mix up like Gary and Ryan or Jen somewhere, do let us know in the comments as well.
Very thankful to be on this season, to start and close the season as well. I hope you guys like it. Like, subscribe, comment, and hopefully we'll see you in the next one. The sun is setting.
And so are we.
Yes.
Exit.
Did you record or who got first?
I'm the cry.
We are looking for the car that Seth seems to have lost in the car park between the food finders, food places. And we've been walking for a while now. And this shit heavy, my friend. It's heavy.
Dyeing the tree in white.